So the number one question I still get from real estate agents is how can I generate more leads? How do I get more clients? It just seems to be the number one issue that we all deal with is client acquisition. So in this video, I've been thinking a lot about this. And in all the years that I have been in this business of real estate, over 20 years now, and coaching real estate agents as long as I have boiled this down to what I believe to be the best approach when it comes to acquiring new business, new clients, and generating new leads. All right. So I'm going to walk you guys through this. So here's the first concept. The first concept is when we think about lead generation, I think that a lot of agents have maybe one or two ways in which they do that. I'm going to recommend that you have a minimum of 3 strategies and no more than 5. All right. And in this video, what I believe to be the best approach to client acquisition, I'm going to give you 5 different strategies. All right. Now, when it comes to there's a difference between strategy and tactic. All right. So today we're going to talk about strategies. We're not going to talk so much about tactics. Tactics, I've got a ton of that stuff on the channel. Today we're going to specifically focus on the top line strategies. So the first strategy, before anything else, this was one of my biggest regrets in my life. And it is also one of the biggest regrets for other top producers that they realize later in their career, which is their sphere of influence past client database system, or the lack of. So for many of us, when we think about client acquisition and we think about lead generation and we think about where the business is coming from, here's just the truth. The truth is most of you are getting most of your business. If you were to source all of your closings for last year, most of it's coming from your sphere of influence, past clients, coming from that source anyways. But here's the problem. It's coming because you got lucky. It wasn't because, don't get mad that I'm throwing myself in this bucket too for a long time. We just get lucky. It wasn't like we had this strategic, tactical system that we're following, and because of this thing, it yielded so many people it wasn't because of that. It was because you were in the right place at the right time, and you had a couple people this year that reached out who wanted to buy houses that you knew, right? That's how most real estate agents do most of their business. What I am suggesting in this conversation or in this video is that you have a proactive communication system in place that allows you to stay top of mind with the people who A, you already know, and B, who have already worked with you. This is the best source of business. Every single one of you says, yep, I know, I agree. Why are we talking about this so much? Because I know you agree, but what I don't see is like, okay, send me your sphere of influence past client communication system. And I don't see shit. I don't see anything. That's why I'm talking about it. So we need a proactive communication plan before we do anything else with lead generation. I know you want to run to all the sexy, shiny stuff. I understand that. Before we do anything, because if you don't have this in place, trust me when I tell you this, you're going to wake up in 10 years in this business and you're still going to be chasing business. You're still going to be buying leads. You're still going to be door knocking. You're still going to be cold calling. You're going to still be doing all of that stuff because you don't have a foundation. Because the goal of this business, let's just be super honest, the goal of this business one day is to build a database that not only all your business comes from, but it's a ton of business where most of your business is coming from repeat and referral business. We're not talking about doing 3 or 4 deals from that channel. We're talking about doing 40, 50, 60, 70 deals a year where you're earning a massive income through this channel of business. So before you do anything, we have to have a proactive communication plan that allows you to communicate with these people on a regular basis. We're going to take a systematic approach to it, not once in a while when you feel like it, but it's a system. Because if you're not, other agents are like me and other companies are that are going after your past clients, going after your sphere of influence database. So we have to be proactive when we look at communicating with those people. We need something to happen probably every week. We need something to happen probably every month. We need something to happen every quarter. We need something to happen every single year. And we have to be proactive with that communication. That's number one. Once that is in place, then number 2, It is my belief that I don't care your belief when it comes to lead generation. I believe that you have to have for sale by owners and expired listings part of your lead generation plan. And the reason for that is this. Now, we're not talking about tactics, because I can hear, the marketers say, well, there's all these different ways. Well, you can market to for sale by owners and expireds too. There's a million different tactical ways in which you can convert this. But here's what I know. They are the only two sources of business that lead us to cash flow the fastest. I'm not asking you to like them. I'm not asking you to enjoy going after this type of business. I'm suggesting that if you want cash flow in your business and you want it fast, you don't have to like it, but my recommendation is that you have for sale by owners and expireds as part of your business plan, as part of your client acquisition plan. Now, tactically, there's a million ways in which you can contact these people. You can prospect, market them. There's a million ways to do it, but my belief is you have to have these in your business. This gives you constant cash flow, all right? Number 3 is having some type of specific, unique niche. Now, what I mean by niche is creating a world where there is what I call a competition of zero. All the other sources of business, you're going to compete with other real estate agents. I'm talking about creating a world where you have a competition of none, zero. There is no competition. So this could be either where you specialize in a demographic, okay, like people going through probate, like people going through a divorce, like people going from their primary residence into some type of senior housing, a specific demographic of person who's going through a period of their life that you specialize in, where the every run-of-the-mill real estate mule, the generalist, probably isn't doing the same thing in your marketplace. That is what I'm referring to. Or a specific property type. So you specialize in a specific property type where there's a competition of zero. Maybe it is high-rise condominiums. Maybe it is ranch-style condominiums. Maybe it is rental properties. Maybe it is Airbnbs. Maybe it is luxury property, right? And so I just believe that inside of your business plan, we have to have some part of it when it comes to lead generation that we're passionate about. It is our niche. It is our special power, if you will. And you can get a lot of business from that channel that you really love. It's super profitable, okay? And there's not a lot of competition. And then number 4, we need some type of inbound referral system from other business owners or entrepreneurs. So everything in real estate, for the most part, that you hear of is all B2C, business to consumer marketing, business to consumer prospecting. What I'm suggesting is that a part of your business, you have a B2B or business to business strategy where you are building strategic relationships with other business owners, like an insurance agent, the State Farm agent who's trying to build her sales practice the same way you are. You guys are dealing with the same consumers. It could make sense that you guys partner together in your prospecting and marketing efforts to go out there and to service the same business. It's happening no matter what. And so the best example of this is what happens to most of you as realtors. You are on the side of a business-to-business strategy for most mortgage professionals, most title professionals, most home warranty reps, most home inspectors. I just think that perhaps you haven't brought this to your own awareness that maybe it should be part of your business or client acquisition system. You see, the mortgage industry, when it comes to purchase business, not refinance, purchase business, the vast majority is done by prospecting realtors. There's only a few companies out there that go direct to the consumer. Very, very few, because how hard it is. So they go to other business entrepreneurs, you, the realtor. So I'm suggesting that you have a part of your business that encompasses that. Now, it doesn't have to be insurance agents. You can go to business owners, like a municipality, perhaps. Maybe you're going to focus your niche on first responders, as an example. So you're going to work with police officers, firefighters, things of that nature, and you're going to go and work. Your prospects are the municipalities, where you go and present yourself as a part of their benefit package to their firefighters, to their police officers. And you have a real estate benefit package that you offer to these employers, that these employers offer to their employees. That's just an example. There's a million different ways to have business partnerships. I'm just want to open up your mind in this video. Number 5 is what I call neighborhood domination. So when I think about lead generation, again, we've given you 4 so far. Number 5 is where you're focused a lot of your marketing efforts on a specific area. Now, this is area specific, okay? Because the first strategy we talked about, your sphere of influence past clients, maybe they're geographically located in one place, but they're probably scattered out, right? FSBOs and expireds, certainly they're scattered out throughout your market. Your niche, probably a little bit scattered out, right? Perhaps. Referral partners could be scattered out. Neighborhood domination is you focusing on a specific area where you are going to be the market authority in that specific market or that specific neighborhood, more so than any other agent, where you can go into a marketplace and earn 20, 30, 40% of the transactions in this one market. Over time, that will build, and over time, your market can expand. And there's a million different tactics and strategies that I teach on how to do that. But my belief is that you have that as a part of your strategy. Because again, if we say, what would you ideally want? If you're a real estate agent, when it comes to lead generation, what would you really want? Well, you probably want to be in one geographic location. You probably want to service business in an area that you want to work, at a price point that you want to work, in the neighborhoods that you want to work, the type of properties that you want to represent. Well, we can do that if we focus in on this 5th strategy. So to recap, number 1, we have to have a sphere of influence past client database system. First, number 1, by far, we need that in place before you do anything else. Number 2, I would have the hand raisers, the people, the only prospects in our industry that say, I want to sell my house. I think we should have that as a part of our client acquisition plan. Number 3, we have a specific, unique niche that we specialize in. Number 4, we have referral partners from other business owners that are giving us an inbound opportunity to service referrals. And then number 5, we have our neighborhood domination system in place. So if you want help with any of this, certainly everything I mentioned, there's going to be links in the description. But from a coaching perspective, feel free. You could schedule some time to have a conversation, and we could talk about helping you to implement any of these strategies, all of these strategies in your business this year.